You have enemies? Good. That means you once stood up for something in your life. He never went out without a book under his arm and often came back with two. If a man can say what love is, it means he's never loved anyone. A man is enslaved not only by a woman's soul, but also by her body, and more often by the body than by the soul. The soul is the lover, the body is the mistress. God created the cat so that man could have a tiger to pet. The greatest happiness in life is the certainty of being loved. A man's face always reflects his inner world, and it is a mistake to think that thought is without color. People don't lack strength, they lack will. The greatness of a nation is not measured by its numbers, just as the greatness of a man is not measured by his height. The only measure is his mental development and his moral level. Be a man first and foremost, and most of all, do not be afraid to burden yourself too much with humanity. Avoid those who try to undermine your self-confidence. This trait is characteristic of shallow people. A great man, on the contrary, inspires you with the feeling that you too can become great. You can judge a man more accurately by his dreams than by his thoughts. The first sign of true love in men is boldness, in women, courage. One must be able to obey a woman, often to have the right to command her sometimes. God makes a woman beautiful, and the devil makes her pretty. You contemplate a star for two reasons: because it sparkles and because it is inscrutable. But beside you is a glow more gentle and a mystery more profound, a woman. The wound inflicted on the motherland, each of us feels in the depths of our heart. Love for a woman is of great, irreplaceable importance to us. It is like salt for meat. It impregnates the heart and protects it from spoilage. Every kind of rudeness melts away as if on fire by daily reading of good books. Change your opinions, keep your principles. Change the leaves, keep the roots. Always love one another with all your soul. There is almost nothing in the world but love. The human mind possesses three keys that open everything: the number, the letter, the note. To know, to think, to dream, everything is in it. Before a great mind I bow my head, before a great heart I kneel. To die of love is to live it. No army can match the power of an idea whose time has come. The perfect couple, he's Quasimodo, she's blind. He'll never leave for another, she'll never see his ugliness. 40 is the old age of youth, 50 is the youth of old age. Fate never opens one door without at the same time slamming another. When a nation forgets God, God sends calamities upon the earth. The position of the flea in the lion's mane is tempting. The humiliated lion feels himself bitten by this small, insignificant creature, and the flea can say, "I have lion's blood flowing in me." Nothing is more conducive to creating the future than bold dreams. Today, utopia; tomorrow, flesh and blood. The mind grows rich from what it receives. The heart grows rich by what it gives. The closest thing to greatness is honesty. Laughter is the sun. It drives the winter from a man's face. True love knows no satiety. Being wholly spiritual, it cannot grow cold. Every village has a teacher as a light and a priest as a fire extinguisher. Some own a library as eunuchs own a harem. Fill the abyss of ignorance and you destroy the den of crime. Right reasoning leads to right action. Rightness of mind leads to rightness of heart. He who opens a school closes a prison. Silence is the refuge of the simple soul that has experienced the depths of human sorrow. One must keep the body strong to keep the spirit strong. Where there is thought, there is power. Hope would be the greatest of the powers of the human soul if despair did not exist. Beautiful expressions adorn a beautiful thought and preserve it. The creator of a book is the author. The creator of its fate is society. It's not hard to be kind, it's hard to be just. English men, you are a great people, I'll say more. You are a great mob. The blows of your fists are more beautiful than the blows of your swords. You have an appetite. You are a nation that devours others. There is nothing in the world more powerful than an idea whose time has come. To snatch a man from death is almost like bringing him into the world. I love to be popular. It is happiness, but I want to be useful. It is duty. The human mind has three keys that unlock everything: knowledge, thought, imagination. To change a man, you have to start with his grandmother. You can resist the invasion of armies, but you can't resist the invasion of ideas. Life is a flower for which love is honey. Love is like a tree. It grows by itself, takes deep root in our whole being, and often continues to green and blossom even in the ruins of our heart. War to the post of shame. 40 is the old age of youth, 50 is the youth of old age. Be merciful to the unhappy, be lenient to the happy. To die is nothing. It is terrible not to live. The invention of printing is the greatest historical event. It is the germ of all revolutions. Debt is the beginning of slavery, even worse than slavery, because the creditor is more inexorable than the slave owner. He owns not only your body, but also your dignity, and can inflict grievous insults on him on occasion. The living struggle, and only those whose heart is devoted to a lofty dream are alive. Crude manifestations of progress are called revolutions. When they're over, you can see that mankind has had a good shake, but has moved on. Thought is a labor of the mind. Dreaming is a pleasure. To replace thought with dream is to mix poison with food. Progress, tirelessly turning the clutch of wheels, moves something or crushes it beneath it. Let the thought ripen, but not overripe. Overripe thoughts, like fruit, are no good. Common sense is gained in spite of, not because of, education. What we are most like is our fantasies. Our life is a journey. The idea is a guide, no guidebook, and everything else stops. Ignorance is the twilight where evil prowls. The beauty of the soul spills like a mysterious light over bodily beauty. A donkey who knows the way is worth more than a fortune teller who guesses at random. Any social doctrine that destroys the family is worthless and, moreover, inapplicable. The family is the crystal of society. For me, it doesn't matter which side is in power. What matters is which side is right. Every man has three characters: that which is attributed to him, that which he attributes to himself, and finally, that which is in reality. Revolution is a wave in which there is neither foam nor mud. The crimes of rulers cannot be imputed to those over whom they rule. Governments are sometimes bandits, peoples never.